What if I told you that the habit that will change your life the most takes exactly 30 seconds? No, I'm not talking about meditation, and it's not journaling, and it's definitely not waking up at 5 a.m. In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to share 5 micro habits that take almost zero willpower but have completely transformed the way I feel, think, and show up in my life. And the best part, you can start them literally today. Before we dive in, quick context. I've been experimenting with habits for literally years. You may have seen the 12-week year videos I posted already. But here's what I've learned. The big transformative habits everyone keeps talking about, they often fail. The ones that actually stick and create real change are often so small they feel insignificant. I recently completed a 4-week transformation journey to become the best version of yourself. And these 5 micro habits have been the foundation that makes everything else possible. So let's break them down. Micro habit number 1, the hydration anchor. Every time I sit down at my computer, I take 3 sips of water. Not a full glass, not chugging water all day, just 3 intentional sips. This sounds almost ridiculously simple, but here's what happened. I have a goal of drinking 2.5 liters of water per day, and I achieved this goal daily without even really thinking about it. But more importantly, it created this moment of mindfulness before I start working. The psychology here is brilliant. Most of us know we should drink more water, but we often forget to because there is no trigger. This habit anchors hydration to something you're already doing multiple times a day, sitting at your computer. The 3 sips isn't about the water volume, although that also adds up. It's about creating a micro habit ritual that signals to your brain, I'm taking care of myself before I dive into work. Try this today. Every time you sit down to work, 3 sips. Watch how it changes your energy and focus. Micro habit number 2, the gratitude breath. Micro habit number 2 might sound a bit cheesy, but stick with me. Each morning, before I even get out of bed, I take 3 deep breaths and think about one thing I'm grateful for with each of these breaths. We're talking 60 seconds max. But here's why this gratitude practice works when others fail. It's attached to something you already do. You're already in your bed and you're already breathing. No journal required and no app needed. The science is clear. Gratitude literally rewires your brain to notice the positive things. But most gratitude practices require you to sit down and think for 10 to 15 minutes, which is of course also great if you have the time and already built up to this habit. But this one hijacks a moment you can skip. I've been doing this for a while now, and I kid you not, my default mood has shifted. I've been noticing good things happening in my day that I used to completely miss. Also, I recently started to add the sentence, show me how good it can get. And I repeat this sentence to myself a couple of times throughout the day. And you wanna know what happened the first day I did this? I gained a new subscriber and I made my first sale online. Micro habit number 3, the posture check-in. Number 3 is something that I learned from my own terrible posture habits. And it has to do with me sitting down at my desk alongside the hydration anchor. Every time I sit down at my computer, and I mean every time, I do a 5-second posture check. Shoulders back, spine straight, and head over shoulders. 5 seconds. But here's the thing, I don't try to maintain this perfect posture for the whole day. That's exhausting and unrealistic, at least for me. I just reset every time I sit down. Your posture affects your confidence, your energy, and even your mood. There's actual research showing that sitting up straight can improve your performance on tests and can make you feel more powerful. But most importantly, this micro habit creates body awareness. Throughout the day, I started naturally noticing when I was slouching and adjusting my posture naturally without even really thinking about it. The trigger is perfect because it's unavoidable. You're going to sit down anyway. Use that moment to reset your physical state. Micro habit number 4, the phone flip. Micro habit number 4 takes literally 1 second, but it has probably saved me hours of otherwise wasted time. Whenever I put my phone down, I flip it face down. That's it, 1 second. But here's what this does. It removes the visual cue that triggers mindless checking. If your phone is face up, your brain sees it and thinks, maybe there's something new. I didn't realize how often I was unconsciously glancing at my phone until I removed the visual trigger. My focus during work improved immediately and my conversations became more present. Look, I'm definitely not anti-phone, but I am anti-unconscious phone use. This one tiny change made enough friction to make my phone use intentional instead of habitual. Try it right now. Flip your phone face down. Unless you're watching me on your phone, then flip it later. Micro habit number 5, the completion celebration. The final micro habit sounds a bit silly, but it's been a game changer. Every time I complete anything, and I mean anything, I give myself a tiny celebration. That could be finishing up an email, filming a YouTube video, or doing the dishes. 2 seconds of acknowledgement, a simple yes, a fist bump, or even a mental good job. Here's the science. Your brain releases dopamine when you complete a task, but only if you acknowledge the completion. Most of us finish one to do and then immediately move on to the next one. We're actually training our brains that completion doesn't matter. This micro habit actually trains your brain to associate task completion with positive feelings. Over time, you start looking forward to finishing things instead of dreading starting them. I've been struggling to acknowledge when I complete even big to-dos and projects, so that's why I started this completion celebration even with tiny things. It sounds ridiculous, but celebrating tiny wins creates momentum for bigger wins. So here's what I've learned about micro habits. They're impossible to fail at, and they build what I call habit confidence. You succeed at small things consistently, your brain starts to believe you can succeed at bigger things. These 5 habits take less than 3 minutes a day, but they've started to create a foundation of intention, awareness, and positive momentum that makes everything easier. The magic isn't in any individual habit. It's in proving to yourself that you can change, that small actions compound into big results. So here's your challenge. Pick one of those micro habits and try it for a week. You don't have to do all 5, that's how habits fail. Pick the one that resonates the most with you. Drop a comment telling me which one you're going to try. I read every single comment and I genuinely want to know which one calls out to you. If this video helped you, smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe. I'm documenting my entire transformation journey and sharing everything I learned along the way. And if you're curious about the goals I'm working on right now, make sure to check out this 12-week year video where I also give you a free Notion template so you can plan your goals alongside with me. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next week.